why do we have a perspective on this that ignores the shootings of more than 80 people, the deaths of more than 20 people, mostly, within the Black community, in a way that puts political correctness in front of saying what's actually going on in one of America's great cities?
That is a very good question. I've been harping on that for a long time. The numbers are just staggering. And I kind of, at this point, sometimes wonder if there are any kids left to shoot on the South Side. I've just spent a little time there and talking to some, just on the street talked to one kid who's 18 years old. He has 2 children of his own. He has no education at all. He's never been to downtown Chicago. Never seen it. It's about 3 miles away up the South Side. Who do we blame that on? And there's a whole political way to look at that, and white guilt, of course, will never really address it because, as you say, they don't feel they have the moral authority to speak about it. That's a problem that only Black people can fix. And the only way they can fix that is to begin to focus on family, on marriage. You can't keep having children. You're 20 years old, you got 3 or 4 children, all different fathers. What social program is going to fix that? Mm-hmm. Again, I'm writing something about this recently, but I grew up in the 50s, 60s, same neighborhoods, full of gangs and so forth. When I was there, everybody had a daddy. Maybe he wasn't the greatest in the world, but he was there. And everybody was, there were certain formal manners you had to have when you were past adults. You nodded, you said sir and ma'am, all this sort of, there was a sense of community. We were all dirt poor. Today, I know one kid there from 2 blocks away from my house that owns 2 or 3 department stores in Houston. Another, Melvin Van Peebles, who invented independent filmmaking in America. There are some fabulous people who came out of that. All just had regular family life. We don't have family life anymore. Mm-hmm. Black women get married at half the rate of white women. They get divorced at twice the rate. There's nothing you can do to fix that. And so then the kid is 8, 9, 10 years old, and his buddy shows him a pistol. And it's glamorous. And it's more definitive than his mother or than any adult he knows. He can kill. And you mess with me out, that you just see this sort of disintegration, this melting down of the human condition, down to a level where you're really almost at a nihilistic level, where things have no meaning. There's no hierarchies of meaning. You're just, I want those shoes, and so I'll kill you. Or you looked at that girl I like, I'll kill you. I want to see liberalism deal with that.
Yeah.
I want to see all of the people who are so worried about, 1619 and victimization and all. It wasn't that bad in slavery. There wasn't this level of nihilism. And so it's much worse than people realize. We have an underclass now. There was no underclass when I grew up. None. There were poor people. Everybody worked. Everybody had a dream even when it made no sense. I couldn't be a paper boy because white people wouldn't have black boys riding to the neighborhood at 6 in the morning. So I couldn't have a paper route. Well, that's an absurdity, but everywhere you went, it was like that. We still had to find a way to make a few cents. And we did. I got jobs picking vegetables, all sorts of things, when it was left to us. Today, The institution, the government, and so forth, and all these institutions are going to relieve you of that. Don't relieve me of that. That's life. Let me have my life. Please leave us alone. It's my get up every morning. You're going to leave us alone today.